Michael and Sophia were a loving couple who lived in a small town. They were married for many years and had 3 beautiful daughters together. But Michael was not happy. He wanted a son, an heir to carry on his family's name. Sophia tried to explain to Michael that their daughters were just as precious and important, but Michael wouldn't listen. He became angry and bitter, feeling like Sophia had failed him. As time went on, Michael's anger grew. He started to blame Sophia for not giving him a son, saying it was her fault. Sophia felt sad and hurt by Michael's words. She tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't listen. One day, Michael's anger boiled over. He shouted at Sophia, saying she was worthless if she couldn't give him a son. Sophia was devastated. She felt like she'd lost the love and respect of her husband. Sophia tried to explain to Michael that children are blessings from God. But Michael couldn't listen. He keeps saying he wants a male child, who will bear his family's name. Sophia, sensing Michael's lingering disappointment, tried to reassure him that their daughters were enough. But Michael's mind was made up. He decided to take a second wife, hoping she would give him the son he so desperately wanted. Sophia was devastated when Michael told her of his decision. She felt betrayed and hurt, but she didn't want to lose her husband. She reluctantly agreed to accept the new wife, hoping that Michael's love for her wouldn't fade. The new wife, Rachel, was younger and eager to please. She quickly became pregnant, and Michael's hopes soared. But when Rachel gave birth to a daughter, Michael's disappointment was palpable. Sophia, seeing Michael's reaction, felt a mix of emotions. She was sad for Rachel, who was now experiencing the same pain she had endured. But she also felt vindicated, knowing that having a male child wasn't solely dependent on the mother. As time passed, Michael's relationships with both wives became strained. Sophia felt like she was living with a stranger, and Rachel struggled to connect with Michael, who was still fixated on having a son. The household became tense, and the daughters felt the effects of their father's discontent. Michael's desire for a male heir had brought only pain and division to his family. Not quite long, Rachel conceived again, and Michael's hopes soared. He was convinced that this time, he would finally have a son. But when Rachel gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, Michael's face turned red with rage. A girl? Again, he thundered, his voice echoing through the hospital room. You're worthless, Rachel. You can't even give me a son. Rachel trembled, holding her newborn daughter close. Sophia, who was present for support, tried to intervene, but Michael's anger was uncontrollable. He stormed out of the hospital room, leaving Rachel and their daughter behind. Sophia stayed, trying to comfort Rachel as she wept. I'm so sorry, Rachel, Sophia said, tears in her own eyes. You don't deserve this. Your daughter is precious, and we'll raise her together. Rachel nodded, still crying. I don't need him, she whispered. I have you, Sophia. And I have my daughter. As they hugged, Michael's absence was palpable. He didn't return to the hospital, nor did he contact them. Rachel and Sophia knew they were better off without him. They took the baby girl home, naming her Ava. Sophia's daughters welcomed Ava with open arms. Michael, still reeling from his anger and disappointment, sought comfort in another woman's arms. He met someone new, and despite his already complicated life, he got her pregnant. When she gave birth, Michael was shocked to learn that he had fathered another daughter. He couldn't believe it. 6 girls now, and no son in sight. As he held his new daughter, a sense of realization washed over him. He understood that God was trying to tell him something, that his obsession with having a son was misguided. Michael thought about his actions, how he had hurt his wives and children. He realized that he had been selfish and arrogant, assuming that he deserved a son, filled with remorse. Michael went back home, hoping to make amends. He found Sophia, Rachel, and the children living happily together. Without him, Michael fell to his knees, begging for forgiveness. I was blind, he said. I didn't see the beauty in my daughters. I didn't appreciate the love you both gave me." Sophia and Rachel, seeing the sincerity in Michael's eyes, forgave him. They welcomed him back, but on one condition: that he would treat all his children equally and with love. Michael agreed, and slowly, he rebuilt his relationships with his family. He learned to appreciate his daughters and the unique gifts each one brought. As they all sat together, Michael held his newest daughter and said, "I finally understand. God wanted me to learn to love and appreciate all my children, regardless of gender. I'm grateful for this lesson." The family embraced, their bond stronger than ever. As Michael continued to make amends and strengthen his relationships with his wives and daughters, a miraculous thing happened. Sophia and Rachel, who had grown close during Michael's absence, discovered they were both pregnant again, and at the same time, the family was overjoyed, and Michael couldn't believe his luck. He had never thought he'd be blessed with another child, let alone two. Months went by, and the due dates approached. Sophia and Rachel went into labor on the same day, and Michael was by their side, nervously waiting for the arrival of his new children. First, Sophia gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, whom they named Samuel. Michael was overjoyed, finally holding his long-awaited son in his arms. But the surprises didn't stop there. Rachel gave birth to another baby boy, whom they named Benjamin. Michael was ecstatic, feeling like the luckiest man alive. The family was now complete, with 6 girls and 2 boys. Michael's love and appreciation for all his children knew no bounds. He realized that his journey had taught him a valuable lesson: that every child is a blessing, regardless of gender. The family lived happily ever after, surrounded by love, laughter, and adventure. Michael's daughters grew up confident and strong, knowing they were loved and valued. Samuel and Benjamin brought new energy to the family, and Michael cherished every moment with his sons. Sophia and Rachel's bond grew stronger, and they worked together to raise their blended family. Michael's love for his wives and children only deepened, and he thanked God every day for his blessings. In the end, Michael's story became a testament to the power of love, forgiveness, and acceptance. He learned that family is not just about gender or numbers, but about the love and joy that binds you together.